Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. While I kind of get set up here, I have some story time for you. So when I told you I'm a single mom, I have 3 kids, and so my oldest is 15. And so when I told him that I was going to be starting a YouTube channel, he was like, oh yeah, what about? And so I was like, budgeting and, blah, 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 my cash envelopes and like all that. And he was just like, yeah, okay, mom, like, good luck with that, basically. And he was like, no one's ever gonna watch that. And so when I posted my first video and I started getting views and some subscribers and everything, I actually went to him. He came home from his father's for the weekend, and I was like, hey bud, guess what? I started my YouTube channel. And he was like, oh yeah? And I was like, yeah, and guess what? So I told him about my views and subscribers and comments and things, and he was like, wow, really? Like, so, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for making me feel like a cool mom to my kiddo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Even though it's about budgeting and it's not so cool to him, it's very cool to me, so I will take it. But honestly, thank you. Welcome back to my channel if you have been here from the beginning since last week. Shh, don't tell no one. Anyways, so thank you if you're if you're back to watch the chaos. And honestly, thank you if you haven't subscribed and you're just here to watch this video. Like, I appreciate it. All the views are they're awesome to me. So today we are gonna go about figuring out my budget for 2024. So my budget is going to kind of be consistent throughout the year, every single month with, my fixed expenses. But every month I'm going to kind of reevaluate and see what I have, for the month ahead and things like that. Like next month, I know I have a doctor's appointment that's going to cost me $200. So like that's going to get, added into my budget for next month. So yeah, that's where we're going to start for now. As I kind of continue with this channel, there are some things that obviously I'm going to keep private. The fact that I am a single mom of 3, so therefore I do get child support. That is something that doesn't just involve my budget, but that involves their father's budget. So that's not something that I'm going to be sharing, things like that. So, the way I'm going to kind of set up my budget is going to be like my bills, my yearly expenses, my, that type of stuff. But I'm not going to generally be putting my income in. My income is very variable anyway, so that's kind of how that goes. And guys, yes, I'm sorry. I know I don't know. So I did my nails last night. I painted them, and then I guess when I did this one, I didn't do the top coat of the gel all the way, and so when I was at work today, it started to peel, and I therefore continued to pick at it and peel it. So we have no polish there. So I'm sorry if it's distracting. That's just the way it's gonna go today. So anyways, let's get into, what are we, 2024? That's so crazy to me. I can't right now. So I have yearly bills that I pay, so I'm gonna kind of just write those out. That's kind of where I like to start, because then from there I can kind of divvy it out to how much a month it's going to be, and like how much a month I need to put into my sinking funds to cover those bills. So I have my car registration. I actually just paid that this month. So I paid, and I'm going to round all my numbers up to the next nearest dollar. So I paid $135 for the year. I'm going to put the due, what is going on with this pen right now? I'm going to put the month that it's due. This way I know how many months I have until I can save up or whatever. So this is going to average out to about $12 a month. You'll see why I put this here a little bit further down. So We've got my BJ's membership. That is about $120 a year. That is due in July. So this is kind of where we're at. So because it's due in July and right now I have no money to go towards it, I might have like $10, but I'm basically starting all over because of the way I was budgeting. As I've mentioned before, I was budgeting more digitally and I am doing more cash only. So yeah, so in order for me to get this, it needs to be $20 a month until July. After July, it's going to only be $10 a month. So we're going to put after. All right, this pen is killing me, guys. After July. Yep, I need to get a new pen because I can't do this. Actually, we're going to go to pencil. Welcome to my life, guys. I have a ton of these types of pencils because I love retractable pencils and I get them from the dollar store. They're like 4 or 5 of them for $1, so it's perfect. Okay, so then after July, we're going to do $10 a month. Next, let's do, of course, we've got our Amazon Prime. Because I am a student, I get the student price. So it is $70 for the year. I just paid that. So it is due in December. We're already starting, guys. So that's averaging out to about $6 a month. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, here's another one. So it's my car insurance. Right now, I am paying it monthly, and then when you pay your car insurance premium monthly, and sorry guys, monthly instead of your 6-month or your 12-month premium, you get charged like an installation fee. No, not an installation fee. Oh my gosh, guys, an installment fee. Blah. And it comes out to like $3 a month, which isn't a lot, but you're talking $3 every single month. And so if I can save that $3 and put it towards a savings challenge or something, I'm going to do it. So, my premium, well, guys, this is just a hot mess today. So my premium I have is a lot. I'm not going to lie. $13.73, and that is every 6 months. And this is due in March and September. So right now, if I want to pay that 6-month premium in March, I have to put away $458 a month. And then after that, it comes out to $229 a month after March. So not too bad. $229 a month. That's not too bad. I pay like $230 something right now. That would include the installment fee, not the installation fee, the installment fee. So yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? So I get Instacart. This is why I like pencils, guys. I get Instacart. I am busy, and honestly, if it saves me time not going and getting my groceries on my own and just ordering them, not only does it help me stick to my budget, but it saves me over an hour every single week. So I will take that. So that is about $108 a year. That I also just got again in December. So that comes out to about $9 a month. I have to stop pushing so hard. Okay. Instacart. So I also have Ring for my Ring camera for my front door. So that comes out to, it's like 107 and change. So I'm going to put 108 a year. That again, oh, nope. That's my Instacart. That is not my Ring. That is way too expensive for my Ring. My Ring is $40 a year. I just paid for that again. So that is coming out to $4 a month. And then for my kiddos, we get the PlayStation Network. And that comes out to $80 a year. That is up in January. So that I'm scheduling $7 a month. Okay, so you might hear coughing in the background. So my kiddos have been sick all week with the nasty cough that everyone has. And so usually my plan is to do my videos on Friday night after they go to their dad's. But because they've been sick, they are with me. So they are here tonight and they will be here next Friday as well. So yeah, I've got them. Those are my munchkins. But okay, so those are all of my yearly, let's put up here, yearly bills. Okay, then I have my monthly bills. And these are going to be my fixed things, because even like my bills that like change every month, I have in like balanced billing. So okay, so we've got my mortgage. I am very grateful and thankful that my mortgage is as cheap as it is. I'm going to round it again. Where are we? There we go. This includes my property taxes and my homeowner's insurance, and I am so thankful because my mortgage is not a lot. Like I don't owe a lot left on my house. So once my debt is gone and I get my 6-month emergency fund, I really want to start tackling this and getting this knocked out. So I am doing, this is going to come out to $395 a week. So this is, if you guys know, this is kind of how I break everything down. My yearlies get broken down monthly, and my monthlies get broken down weekly. And you'll see why as we get, you know, closer to the end. So my National Grid, which is my natural gas, that is about $58 a month. This is on balance billing also, and it just changed. It was like, what was it? I think I wrote it down. What was it? Nope, I didn't write it down. I don't know what it was. Is it in here? Nope. So it was over 100 though. So it went down tremendously. So we're gonna put this down as $15 a week. Then we've got, which is my electric. This is $89 a month. So we're averaging this out to $23 a week. What else we got? We've got internet. Internet is the most expensive. My kids are gamers, and therefore I buy a more expensive internet so that they don't lag out, especially because like we don't have cable or anything like that. So it's all of our streaming services. And so it gets very frustrating when everybody is on devices or gaming computers and things like that, and then things start to lag. It gets very frustrating. So I do spend more money to get a higher plan on our internet. So at 120, we're looking at $30 a week. My water bill comes quarterly, so I am averaging it out at about $35 a month. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I get it, like there are 2 payments that I pay that are on the higher end, because I have automatic sprinklers, and then there's 2 months that are on the lower end. So I'm just gonna kind of, you know, $35 a month, keep stuffing that away, and it'll kind of average itself out. So at $35 a month, we're just gonna do 10 a week in here. My phone bill, we have Verizon, so it is expensive. So it's $165 a month. So we're gonna say $42 a week. And then my only other monthly bill that kind of comes out is my Canva bill. And if you don't know what that is, Canva is a website. There's a free version and a premium version. I get the premium version because I like the fonts and the extra things that you can do with the premium version. So that is, it's $7.50 a month. I'm just gonna put $8 a month. So we're averaging out to $2 a week. So when I added all of these up, we are looking at about 20.52 a month. And so then I am coming out at $517 a week, roundabout. Yeah, so it's about $517 a week that I need to make sure that I have to pay for all of these. These are like my non-negotiables. These are my 4 walls minus, you know, a few little things, but that's basically my 4 walls. And then we have our sinking funds. So we are doing monthly. These are all just, I'm just putting monthly right now. So we've got gas, it's $150 a month. My car maintenance, we're putting $100 a month. Household, which includes like toiletries and things like that, we're doing $50 a month. I don't know why I put that line over there. Let's see what that's household. Oh, our food out. Okay, so don't give me any grief about this, but I'm realistic. I'm realistic. I'm a single mom. I work a lot. I just want to grab Wendy's and McDonald's and stuff like that because it's what's easy. It feeds my kids and it gives me, it reduces my stress. So I do have a $200 food out budget for the month. So these are my kids' activities. I'm putting $300 a month. So my son takes cello and guitar lessons, and they equal out to like $250 a month for the both of those. And I'm adding extra because, one, there are months when there's an extra week, so that'll cover that. And my daughter is in dance competition, so even though her comp fees and everything and her uniform and her recital costumes and everything are all paid for the year, where we're good for the whole year, I want to be able to start stockpiling because it's expensive. That type of stuff is very expensive. Clothing, putting $100 a month. My mom cash, which covers everything for me from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts to, you know, food when I'm at work, if I choose to get something, if I want to get my nails done, or if I want to buy something for planning, or my cash envelopes or things like that, all of that comes out of my mom cash. So anything that I purchase for myself. So I'm putting $200 a month, putting away $100 a month for school. As I've said, I'm in college, so I have things that need to get paid for myself. And then with 3 kids in school, you know, they need a new pair of sneakers or something for school. I'm going to pull it out of school. They need new supplies for school. That's coming out of school. Anything that they might need for school is coming out. My son is also in AP classes, so this will cover his AP testing. Entertainment, we don't put a lot in entertainment. We're gonna just put $50 a month because I'm trying to teach myself and my kids that fun doesn't need to equal spending money. Fun can be like, so with them being home this weekend, you know, they were a little upset that they were gonna be not seeing their dad, so we're doing a family movie night. I did go and pick up like chips and some candy, and we're going to, you know, get a movie from, you know, on demand or whatever. And so that's not going to cost us $50. So I'm just trying to teach them that not everything needs to cost money. We have pet care. I'm putting $100 a month. This will cover their flea and tick, their heartworm, their like all of that type of stuff. And I've got 4 animals, so it does add up. And I have a feeling I'm going to readjust this probably closer to $150 a month. But we're gonna see how it goes the first 2 to 3 months, and the same with all of these. As time goes on, if I feel like I need to readjust, I'm gonna readjust. But you guys will know, you'll hear it. And then medical, I'm putting in $50 a month, but as I said, I have a doctor's appointment next month, so I'm going to be putting at least $200 away. But I think I have $100. I think when we did our cash stuffing, there's $100 and change already in there. So this is where we're at with this. So over here, I'm going to write these numbers down. Where's my calculator actually? Let's see. So I'm going to do our monthly. So we've got 12, 20. You guys don't, I'm going to just fast forward through all of this through the power of editing. All right, now we're going to do our monthly. We already know that this is a month, and then we're gonna do 2052 is a month, and then I'm gonna do my sinking funds. Okay, so I'm going to add all of these up. So we are equaling. Okay, and then I'm going to divide these by 4. Now, I know that a very more accurate way of doing this, so I'm just going to show you. So if I were to divide this by 4, so let's just say I am dividing this by 4, we're going to equal 992. So that would be 992 a week. If I were to take this 3968 times 12, because right, this is monthly and there's 12 months in a year, and then divide it by 52 weeks, we are coming out to 915.69. So let's say 916 a week, right? If I were to do that route. The reason I'm not doing that route is because you see, you're talking, this is it's almost an $80 difference. I can't afford an $80 difference if I just so happen to like be on one of those weeks that doesn't fall. So I'm gonna do the 992 a week. So now I know that weekly I need to have $992 a week to cover everything that I need. I do get child support and things like that. So every week what you're gonna see me budgeting for and stuffing are my sinking funds and my savings challenges. Everything else is gonna go to savings challenges. Something else you're gonna see me adding in to my budget specifically over the next few months is I have a window, a giant custom size window that is cracked. And so I'm going to need to get that replaced. It's probably gonna cost me about $8,000. So you're gonna see me, I'm probably gonna be taking my savings challenges and moving that money into, so I was kind of thinking about that. Let me know kind of what you think about this. So I was thinking about taking the money from my savings challenges and putting it into like my emergency fund once my debt is gone. Putting that into my emergency fund, and then when the time comes that I really do have to replace the window, I'll just pull it from that because that is put into my high yield savings account. So I was thinking of doing that instead of creating an envelope and just saving up like that. I'm not 100% sure. What do you think? Do you think I should kind of like put it in the high yield, add it into my emergency fund, and then just pull it when the time comes? Obviously, keeping my $1,000 threshold there as my base emergency. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. So these are my bills. This is kind of how I break it down for myself. I'm a numbers person. I like math. I'm 100% a nerd. I'm not 100% a nerd. I've got some free spirit in there too. I like to spend money, as we see with these sinking funds. But this is how I know. So I know $9.92 a week is what I need to be bringing into my account and cash in total, in order to just to cover my necessities and my sinking funds. So yeah. And like I said, you know, like then so what I'll do is once the time comes, because I kind of fluctuate with my pay, I will make sure like I don't have a choice. Like this is the number that I have to hit. But I'll make it work. I am resilient and I make it work. I've been doing this now for 2 years. I went, so just so you guys know, before I got divorced, I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't have a career. I'm a hairdresser by trade, but I didn't have a career. I was staying home with my babies. And so when, you know, everything hit the fan, I had to figure it out. And I thrive in chaos. So this is what we do. This is what we do. So yeah, so that's my budget for 2024. So I'll show you, because I kind of was going off of like, so this is like my master one. So this is actually like my budgeting book that I have been kind of using to write down my numbers and everything. So as you see, it's like very neat. It's very different than this hodgepodge of hot mess that's going on over here, because my nice one was done in pencil, and this one I decided to start doing in pen. But once 2024 actually starts, I am going to be budgeting in here. So I'll show you a little bit. You've probably seen unboxings of these and things like that, but this is kind of, and I'm bringing you to February because I kind of already started on January and made a lot of screw ups. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looks like fresh. Let me move this out of the way. So what I'll be doing in here is I will be writing down, you know, obviously the dates go here, but then when my bill is due, I will write the bill and what the amount that is due on here, so I have a full monthly view of what's going on. And then very similar to what we just did. Do I have? Okay. But this will be where I put my actual income. So I will put my child support. I will put any income that I make that month in here, go through the bills that are due that week, or what I need to kind of be starting to save for, like for my mortgage. I can't, like, you're talking, what did I say my mortgage was? 15 and change. I'm not going to get that from one week paycheck. So, you know, adding all of that stuff in, I will probably be doing certain bills on a monthly, just so I can stuff them and have enough for them. And then my variable expenses would be, what would my variable expenses be? I'm not 100, I guess this would be more like my gas and things like that, but I kind of call those my sinking funds. So I guess that would be my variable expenses. And then my sinking funds, I guess, would be more of savings challenges and things, miscellaneous things, I guess, like like clothing and things that we don't use on a monthly basis. Like this would be like gas and household things and my mom cash, but this would be like my clothing and school and car maintenance and all that type of stuff. And then being able to put in my envelopes that I'm going to be stuffing, and then what the cash denominations are, so that I can make sure that I have the right amounts, go to the bank if I need to, and do all of that. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. And I think there's a few weeks worth of this. And then I have expense trackers back here. Yeah, so then it's just expense trackers so that I can keep track of what needs to be deposited into my account. You know, if I've used my debit card for gas, let's say. This is cool. I actually haven't really looked at this very much. So this is just some extra debt stuff. And where did my money go? I don't know. I never know where my money went. Not before cash stuffing, that's for sure. I do now. All right, so yeah, this is cool. I don't know what this is. Oh, I see what happened there. So yeah, this is that. And so I will be sharing that as time goes. But for now, this is my 2024 budget. And this is kind of where I'm going to be for January. So yeah, and then obviously I will break these down kind of like on a weekly basis and see what goes from there. All right, guys, that was that. If you have any questions, like, feel free to ask. If you want help breaking down your budget or anything, again, feel free to ask. I love doing this type of stuff. It is not a chore to me. So I would be more than happy to help out and kind of help you and guide you if you're just starting out on this, or you're trying to even figure out, all right, how much should I be putting into some of these variable expenses or sinking funds or whatever. And you know, listen, and I'm coming to you from my heart. You know, being a single parent is rough. And so if you ever just need that extra bit of support and like, you got this, like, always feel free to message me, or I don't even know if that's kind of how things happen over here on YouTube. I don't think there's like a messaging thing, but you can comment. You know, I'm here for you. I am here for you. So again, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for kind of coming through this chaos of my missing thumbnail nail paint. And yeah, and just make sure that you subscribe. Come on and join this chaotic, crazy journey that we're kind of on and going together. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, thumbs up it, do what you got to do, comment. Let me know what you guys think too about, you know, that whole window situation and where I should be allocating those funds and putting those. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. All right, we'll talk soon. Bye.